Doing the old oil change in the TTS EA888 engine. Oil and filter change using the CD pump. Gonna do some screen wash while we're at it because we need that. But I'm gonna be using Miller's 5W30 oil and genuine Aldi oil pump, oil filter with the O-ring. Got it from Progressive Parts. They deliver it to you quick. It's like a service kit, so you can order it on there. You can add like spark plugs and stuff like that if you need it. Obviously I didn't need it because they've not long been done, so just your oil filter. Obviously I didn't get a sump plug because we're using the CD pump, which is going to make it the easiest oil change ever because it just goes into this bit there, but then sucks it all up, which I'll show you in a bit. So give it a few pumps. As you can see, the oil's getting sucked in. Give it a few pumps on the old CD pump, as so, and it just starts sucking it in for you, dripping into there. And these tell you how many litres it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. But I think this engine takes over 5 litres. So I've got 6 litres of oil. So I think it's 5 something. I'll have to have a double check, see what it is. But yeah, that's all you do. And it literally does it for you. Then you just wait for it all to get sucked out. Oh, this is 32 mil. So, got that there. That literally just slips in like that very easily, and it comes off very easily. But I do that at the end. Don't know if it creates like a vacuum if I take it off and doesn't suck the oil up or anything, so that's why I'm just leaving it until the end. That's how it is, that's how easy it is, lads. Right, so that's getting near the end. If you can hear it, you can hear the air. And it's filled up, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, just over 4 litres so far. So, and what I was going to do while I'm here is this PCV valve. But I've got an issue. So this bit here, you need to take off. And it should be this little clip, which is nice and easy to get off there, but it's not. It's that little thing, and I can't get that off. So I'm not doing it until I have a replacement one of them, because I'll snap that off, and I don't want to break this pipe. So that's my problem. But PCV valve itself is easy. So just take the 2 core packs out, undo that, take them out, take the little bit off there, the clips there, take them out. And then literally, it's just all of these little screws you just take off, dotting around, and it just lifts out. And then you've got this little pipe here that clips off, which connects up here. And you just take that out as well, and then replace that at the same time. But that'd be nice and easy, but the oil looks like it's nearly done. I can pump a few more bits. There's still some more in there. We want to make sure we get it all out. But I might just need to wiggle this around a little bit. I might be getting stuck in an area it's a bit dry. And that's it, nearly done. Yes, that's done now. As you can see, just here, it's just over 5 litres. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's just a little bit over. As you can see the mark there on the screen actually. Just a little bit over. So use a little bit. I think it's supposed to be about 5.5 litres. I'll double check in a minute before I actually fill up. And I'm going to change the oil filter now as well. Right, so just quick one. When you take the oil filter out, once it's loosened, you're doing it by hand. Don't just take it right out real quick, because you end up getting a lot of oil in the oil filter that drips out. So just pull up a little bit and let it just drip from the filter back in before you take it out. Otherwise you'll just get splattered all over the place, all over your engine bay, everywhere. You don't want that. So yeah, just do that. And then all we're going to do now, take the filter out, take that little O-ring out, put the new O-ring on, put the new filter in, put it back, tighten it up hand tight with just like a millimetre after, and then that's it done. Very easy. And then obviously we're going to fill the oil up, but I've got that over there and we'll fill it up in a minute. But yeah, very easy, lads. Right, so also don't take the filter upside down when you put the new one in, and I'll tell you why, because a little bit of oil comes at the bottom there as well. Fucking annoying. But yeah, just slide straight on. Use the flathead screwdriver to take that O-ring off and take it back on, and then I'm going to just put my finger on and then just grease it up. And then I'm just going to put it in, tighten it up, and that's it, job done, lads. And then obviously fill the oil. Right, so now the oil filter's on, I've hand tightened a little bit, but what you do, just hand tighten it just as far as it will go, that there, and then get that on, and just until it won't go no further. But don't obviously force it. You don't need to. You'll break it. There we go. Look. So that's as far as it goes. Then what I'm going to do, like that. Like that'll do. That's literally all you need to do, otherwise you don't want to overdo it and break it, because then you're in a big problem. You have to go and get a new filter before you can drive your car. Right, so I just realised something. This is going to be a bit annoying. Don't know why Aldi do a diddy little oil cap bit, but yeah, it doesn't just sit in. I'm going to have to hold this now and fill the oil at the same time with both hands. So bit stupid design, to be honest. Right. But it is what it is. Right, so that was annoying. I ended up doing it by hand, which is doubly annoying, because what I ended up doing is spilling some oil down on the downpipe down there. You can't probably see it, but you can see a little bit of wetness there. That'll be where the oil will landed, and I'm hoping when it gets hot, doesn't set a fire. And obviously a little bit went down there and that of oil, because I just did it without that thing, so it's a bit annoyed. But once you've done it halfway, you can put that back on. I've also only filled up 5 litres so far, and it's actually near the top, so there might have been a little bit of oil left in, probably from the oil filter area. But what I might do is when I turn it on and it gets sucked around a bit and a bit goes in the oil filter, and then I'll double check it again in another 5 minutes, see where it is on the Minimax, and then add some more if I need to. Yeah, nearly done. So that's all done now. What I did was I filled up the 5 litres, 5 litre container, and then shit, always ago. And then there we go, locked in. And then I let it idle for a bit, so it pumped it about, and then I let it sit for a bit, so the oil would then sit back down to the bottom, and then checked it, and it was in between the min and the max, a little bit below the max. So what I did is I just added 200 ml of the 1 litre they send you, and that's it, done. It's all sorted now for another, like, well, 6 months to a year. But yeah, cushy.